It's Ashley Paduska from People's Company back with a land values update for January 2023. It was a pleasure seeing many of you at the Land Investment Expo in early January. If you weren't able to make it this year, I highly recommend you try to make it next year. Every year has an incredible lineup of speakers. My favorite this year was Jimmy John from the famous Jimmy John's. He was so charismatic, had lots of business recommendations, and was an overall really great person. Now, let's get into auction results and what land values did in January. Okay, so let's start by taking a look at what happened in January. As you recall, the blue line across the top is our average dollar per CSR2 point for the month. The dark gray bar on the left is average dollar per gross acre, and the light gray bar on the right is average dollar per tillable. So, average dollar per acre for January was $11,894. Average dollar per tillable was $13,601, bringing our average dollar per CSR2 point to $178 per. Now that's down 4% from December of 2022, down 2% from the overall quarter four average from 2022, but up 9% from January of 2022. So we're down a little bit from the last couple months of 2022, but we're up from 1 year ago in terms of price. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about auction volume. So let's take a look at what happened in auction volume for the past 12 months. So we were down some from January of last year to January of this year. And we are also down from February. So as you can see, in the past 12 months, the only month that really had less auction volume for the past 12 months was May of 2022, where we had just over 4,000 acres. In January, we had 6,300 acres. So we are down a little bit in auction volume, but we're still historically higher than we were the past 5 or so years. So the past couple years, we've been seeing a lot of auction volume. We've been wondering when it was going to start coming down. We could be seeing that now. However, February is still holding strong. We had 20 sales in the last half of January, first half of February. So we'll see what happens the rest of February and the rest of 2020. So February 22nd, our land management division is having their annual webinar, Big Questions in Land Management. This is a great webinar to jump on. We've got some good speakers. We've got Greg Rulli, Jonathan Kramer, Craig Nielsen, and Mike Tweedy. If you are interested, please visit People's Company's website under the events tab or check it out on our social media pages. But be sure to sign up for this one because there's going to be some great discussion about land management. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Land Values. I'll see you on February 22nd for our big questions in land management. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.